Split Decision MMA UK down here at ICFC 3 post show. I'm here with Cole Prince, who's called a lot of fights tonight, a lot of cracking matchups. Yep. Give us your take on the show.
We've got to be delighted with it, haven't we? Really, a lot of fights. The thing is, we always match a couple more fights expecting loads to fall out, and none did. So it's one of them things. We started at 5:30 and we're just getting finished at 11, so we got through it pretty quickly, and there was a good calibre of not just fights but good matchups, and I think everybody who came to see somebody got what they wanted, so we're really happy with it. We spoke all along about 50-50 fights, and I think for the first time we got 50-50 fights all throughout, and 50-50 fights showed up on the night, and you saw that with some of obviously the decisions, the close decisions, a couple of split decisions, and then some surprise stoppages in the first round, which I think nobody saw coming. So it's been fantastic. I'm really delighted with it, and onwards and upwards, I really believe. So you can't really be any happier than I am at the moment.
Any standout fights that you saw that you can remember? I know.
Well, Jack Davison, James Cox. You know, when I went to the scorecards and I saw all three judges giving it to James Cox, I've got to say that Jack Davison was unlucky. I'm not just saying that as one of his coaches. I just think that it was a close fight, don't get me wrong. I think maybe James Cox slightly edged it, but to get it unanimous maybe just shows that everyone favoured him in the second round. But it was back and forth on the floor, back and forth and then Steve Rogers perhaps against Mickey Carter early doors, a great fight, you know, and then Steve Rogers ended up coming through in the last round, and you know, I think there's a couple of instances of it, and so yeah, too numerous to mention. And the title fights were pretty short and snappy, weren't they? I was expecting 5 threes between Liam and Josh, because I know them both really well, and I'm delighted for Josh, but equally as upset for Liam. So, and then Paul Douglas did really well against Ricardo Franco. There's so many names you could mention. Having our first women's fight, the pro debut of Andy Clamp, it's huge for everybody. Andy Clamp's a big name. He might not be a big name now, but he's going to be a big name. And now we've got a good calibre of fights coming through in the Northwest, and it showcases that. You know, I'm proud to say that we showcase that, because a lot of the people that I'm affiliated with and the gyms that I'm affiliated with came in and really shone through. So I'm delighted with it.
And have you got any plans for ICFC before now? You're racking up. Are you going to get one before the end of the year? Yeah,
we're definitely going to get one in before the end of the year. Probably late October, early November. We're maybe looking at a venue change. You probably saw tonight, we was packed to the rafters. It was standing room only, and maybe that was being a bit generous. So again, fantastic. We appreciate the support and the support just from the fighters and from our friends and from the gyms that we're affiliated with. We couldn't ask for any more, and because of that, as a byproduct of that, success breeds success, and everyone's getting good fights, good evenings because of it, and a good night out. And now we're looking to progress and look to get a bigger venue, maybe outside, maybe something more central to Manchester, maybe more. But again, Earlham Leisure Centre have always been great to us, and it'll always be our spiritual home, but maybe it's time for pastures now.
And any last thoughts, any possible matchups you've got in mind for that next show? But and also, really, anyone you want to thank? I don't know if I ever asked you if you want to thank.
Well, I'll always want to thank Aaron Wilkinson, Tom Blackledge. Without them, this wouldn't be a promotion, so I'm thankful to them. I'm thankful to all the gyms that have helped us out. Again, I could name them all: SBG, FC, PC, you know, all the big forces in the Northwest, and everyone that's really helped us along the way. They're pretty too numerous to mention, really. All the production, all the stuff that goes behind the scenes. Everybody thinks promoting's easy, but I've got to tell you, it's been the most stressful month of my life, but very enjoyable at the same time. And tonight, because it was so stressful, we got time to sit back and really enjoy the fights, and it's something I've not done before, and thankfully was treated to a good evening of matchups. So delighted.
It was a top night, and you always put on a great show. Thanks for having me. Thanks for holding the microphone as well.
Yeah, I feel like I'm interviewing you. It's like, again, I think this is where we should be. I should be holding the mic, and you should probably sat downstairs buying some beer. It's £3 a beer next time for you, mate.
How much? £3?
Yeah.
I've quit drinking, so you know.
Well, mate, you always £3 anyway, just for quitting.
No worries, that's fine by me.
All you got to do now, mate, is quick the rollies, all right?
I know, that's next. As it says, Split Decision MMA UK, walking down the stairs.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you. Cheers, Mr. Prince, as always.